Welcome to the quick faculty guide for case studies and small group discussions for Research Methods and Translation 1 or RMT1. This orientation video discusses the general guidelines for the RMT1 case study small group discussion activities, including the case study grading system. This guide is different from the general guide for RMT1 case studies prior to August 2025. This guide is intended for preceptors who have not yet conducted RMT1 case study SGDs starting from academic year 2025-2026. For the discussion on case study guide questions, please refer to the specific case study faculty orientation. Each case study small group discussion is a 2-hour student-led but faculty-supervised formative activity. The objectives of the activity are as follows. At the end of the case study, the students are expected to answer pre-activity guide questions as subgroups and discuss answers to guide questions in a bigger group setting with a faculty preceptor as evaluator. Here are the materials which will be needed for each case study small group discussion. Here are the general instructions for the activity. The activity will be an online SGD session. Students will be divided into 17 SGD groups composed of 12 to 14 students, and they will be named, for example, SGD Group 2. And each SGD group will be further subdivided into 2 subgroups of around 6 to 7 students each, with the names, for example, subgroups 2A and 2B. Students will be instructed to do unsupervised pre-activity or ADL activities from 8 a.m. to 9:50 a.m. This includes reviewing the lecture materials, filling up their capsule worksheets, and answering the SGD guide questions from the student guide. Faculty will not be required to interact with them during this time. The session Zoom room will be open at around 9:30 a.m. and faculty are requested to log in by this time. From 9:30 a.m. to 9:50 a.m., the module coordinator will give a short orientation of the activity to the faculty. And this activity and orientation includes discussing the case study guide questions and highlighting key concepts. The host will then create Zoom breakout rooms or BRs. The MC will also assign faculty to each of the big groups and breakout rooms. Unassigned faculty will stay in Zoom's main room as backups and co-hosts. By around 9:55 a.m., each faculty will then transfer into their respective breakout rooms and wait for their assigned student subgroups. At 10 a.m., students will be transferred into their respective breakout rooms. At 10:05 a.m. or around that time, or once ready, faculty may then start activity 1 of the session. After around 1 hour, around 11 a.m., or once the group is ready, the faculty may then start activity 2 of the session. At 12 p.m. or even earlier, students and faculty may finish the session and may log off from Zoom. There will be no plenary session after the SGD, and there will be no submissions required from the students. Faculty are requested to complete the SGD grading sheet as seen on screen as soon as possible. Only one grading sheet is required to be filled up per faculty per SGD. The grading sheet for each faculty is a tab in an Excel file with a tab name corresponding to the SGD group assigned to the faculty. So please kindly locate the grading sheet tab that is assigned to you. So here are the grading rubrics. Students will be graded individually, as a big group or as a big SGD group, and as subgroups. So please take note in the grading sheet where the individual grades are located, where the big group grade is located, and where the subgroup grades are located. For individual grading, students will be graded individually for their critical thinking. As a guide question for the critical thinking rubric, did the student provide sufficient meaningful insights or evidence of critical thinking during the SGD? this actually grades the participation of the student as well as the content of their answers individually. And this gives around 40% weight to each individual student participation. Now, the grading scale for the individual grades will be a Likert scale from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest. All scores start from 0. So assuming that students are not participating yet at the start of the session, all of their scores should be 0. And then you can just tick increasing numbers with each meaningful insight or contribution in the discussion. For insights more than 5, just score the maximum, or 5. You may also penalize grades with meaningless, redundant, or disruptive inputs. Now, of course, I leave it up to you to decipher or to decide which inputs are meaningful and which inputs are meaningless or redundant or disruptive. The MPL for this grade would be 3. The next section for grading will be their big group or their SGD group discussion grade. So this is an overall grade for the entire big group of 12 to 14 students. And it is just one grade for the entire group discussion, content, and organization. So the rubrics for the big group grade will be as follows. Conversation. The guide question will be, was the flow of the group discussion effective and done with minimal preceptor intervention? And the second rubric will be content. Did the group discussion provide sufficient answers to the guide questions of the case study? So your grade for these two rubrics will just be one grade for the entire big group under group discussion. It will comprise 50% of the entire SGD grade. The last component of the grading will be subgroup grades. So remember that there will be 2 subgroups for each SGD group. And each subgroup will be composed of 6 to 7 students per subgroup. And each of these subgroups will be presenting their updated worksheets. So this component of the grading system will require you to grade their outputs per subgroup. And the rubrics for each subgroup presentation or worksheet will be concept. Do the capsule worksheets reflect proper understanding of the key concepts from the case study? And convergence. Do the most recently added components to the capsule worksheets integrate well with the previous components? FYI, here is the standardized template that all subgroups will use when presenting their capsule worksheet for all SGDs. However, the specific contents and which boxes should be filled up will be different across the different case discussions. And this will be discussed further during the SGD case study faculty orientation. Now, their grading scales for the big group and the subgroup grades will be a Likert scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the highest. And the MPL for the big group and the subgroup grades are both at 6 or 60%. Now, the subgroup grades will comprise 10% of the entire SGD score. The link to the grading sheet will be shared during the orientation. Please familiarize yourself with the dummy grading sheet, which you can try out and edit prior to the activity using the link below, bit.ly/rmt1-dummy. So you may go to that link. It will be a dummy grading sheet which will be refreshed after each session, and you can try out how to grade the grading sheet. So I tried to make the grading sheet as user-friendly as possible, and what you need to do is just tick on the check boxes. As a last point, I also would like to request everyone to give their subjective comments either in the individual grades, in the group grades, and in the updated worksheet grades. We would really appreciate your subjective comments because the students would want to know why their grades are such, and it will also provide the students some constructive feedback for the improvement of their succeeding worksheets and SGDs. For the individual comments, you may want to focus more on those who need improvement so that they can know how they can improve for the next SGD. If you have any questions regarding the general guide or in the use of the grading sheet, please contact the RMT1 module coordinator through the session Viber group. For the discussion on case study guide questions, please attend the optional case study faculty orientation scheduled 30 minutes before the official start of the case study small group discussions, where we will discuss the guide questions and key concepts specific to the case study topic. Thank you very much.